Hello everyone, welcome to Back. Rev Reviews. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet coastal road just after sunset. The sky painted in deep blues and molten gold. The air is still. Then you see it glide into view, long, impossibly long, like a rolling piece of modern art. This is the 2026 Vision Mercedes-Maybach 6, and it doesn't arrive so much as it appears, as if the future decided to slow down and let you catch your breath. From the first glance, the car feels less like a vehicle and more like a sculpture shaped by wind and ambition. The hood stretches forward with a confidence that feels almost theatrical, recalling the grand touring cars of another era, yet every curve is unmistakably futuristic. The deep, liquid paint reflects the world around it like polished obsidian, bending city lights and palm trees into abstract streaks of color. The front grille, illuminated with thousands of delicate light elements, glows softly at night, not aggressive, but regal, like a crown worn with quiet authority. This is not a car that begs for attention. It expects it. As you walk around it, the proportions feel daring, almost defiant. The wheels are massive, filling the arches with elegant tension, while the side profile flows uninterrupted from nose to tail, a single confident gesture. The rear tapers gracefully, with slim LED lighting that traces the horizon line, leaving behind a visual signature long after the car has passed. Standing beside it, you don't feel like you're looking at transportation. You feel like you're witnessing a design manifesto. Mercedes-Maybach declaring what luxury will mean in the years ahead. Now imagine the door opening, not swinging, but welcoming. The cabin reveals itself like the interior of a private jet, designed by a master tailor. Stepping inside, the outside world immediately softens, sound fades, light becomes warmer. The materials don't just look expensive, they feel intentional. Smooth leather meets open, pour wood and brushed metal, each surface inviting your fingertips to linger. There's a scent inside, subtle and refined, the kind of smell you associate with bespoke craftsmanship rather than mass production. You settle into the seat, and it embraces you, not tightly, but reassuringly, like a perfectly fitted suit. The seat adjusts silently, finding your posture without fuss. In front of you, the dashboard stretches wide, a seamless blend of digital displays and elegant minimalism. The screens don't shout information at you, they whisper it, glowing softly with crisp, calming graphics. Ambient lighting flows through the cabin in gentle hues, responding to your mood, the time of day, even the rhythm of the journey. Every detail feels curated for calm. The steering wheel is smooth and cool to the touch. Its design simple yet commanding. The controls respond with subtle haptic feedback, a quiet confirmation that the car understands you. You don't feel overwhelmed by technology. You feel supported by it. This is luxury that serves, not distracts. Press the start, and instead of an engine roar, there's a moment of near silence. A gentle hum, barely perceptible, lets you know the Vision Mercedes-Maybach 6 is awake. This is electric performance, but filtered through Maybach's philosophy of grace. As you ease forward, the car moves like it's gliding over the road, the suspension smoothing out imperfections before you even register them. Acceleration builds effortlessly, a wave rather than a punch, pushing you back into your seat with serene confidence. On an open road, the car feels endless. The long hood stretches ahead, guiding your gaze forward, while the steering remains precise yet relaxed. You don't fight the car, you flow with it. There's power here, immense power, but it's delivered with restraint, like a whispered promise rather than a shouted boast. At speed, the cabin remains a sanctuary. Wind noise is hushed. The world outside becomes a moving painting, framed by expansive glass and soft lighting. At night, the experience becomes almost cinematic. The ambient lights glow deeper, reflecting softly off chrome accents and polished surfaces. The road ahead is illuminated with clarity, while the rearview mirrors capture streaks of city lights fading into the distance. You feel removed from time, suspended in a moment that feels both nostalgic and futuristic. This is not driving for adrenaline. This is driving for emotion, and then there's the presence. Everywhere you go, people stop. They look, some pull out phones, others just stare, trying to process what they're seeing. The Vision Mercedes-Maybach 6 doesn't blend into traffic. It transforms it. It turns an ordinary street into a runway, a simple arrival into an event. Yet inside, you remain calm, cocooned, untouched by the chaos outside. Talking about price feels almost secondary, because this car isn't built to fit neatly into a spreadsheet. If it were to reach production in any form, it would live at the very top of the luxury spectrum, reserved for those who don't just buy cars, but collect experiences. This would be a machine measured not in dollars alone, but in exclusivity, craftsmanship, and the statement it makes about its owner. It's the kind of car that says you value beauty, patience, and presence in a world that often rushes past. The Vision Mercedes-Maybach 6 is not about practicality. It's about possibility. It asks a simple but powerful question. What if luxury wasn't about excess noise or aggressive performance, but about elegance, silence, and emotional connection? Sitting behind the wheel, you don't feel like you're chasing the future. You feel like you've arrived in it, comfortably, gracefully, and on your own terms. As you step out and watch the car disappear down the road, its lights fading into the night, there's a lingering feeling. And not excitement alone, but admiration, the kind that stays with you. Because some cars are driven, some are admired, and a rare few. Like the 2026 Vision Mercedes-Maybach 6 are felt,